kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he'll look downfield for Waller. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Steve McNair. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair flushed out right, and he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. Flush to his right. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tim Patrick, 37 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Cowboys 7, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's McCoy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Steelers nothing.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
To throw again, McNair. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
At their own 2-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
He'll buy some time right. He's got his man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking long for Thomas. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now Goff on first down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McNair. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's McNair. Steps away to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Steelers.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tim Patrick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. You don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
at their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, McNair being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, McNair. He may try and run for this. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Throwing again. McNair flushed out right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
32-yard line.
On first and 10, McNair. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Chark, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, McNair. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
From the gun, McNair. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 32 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Goff got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Goff. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McNair. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DJ Chark, 63 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's McCoy. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Bettis. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 23-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So this one will end in a victory for the day. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Browns.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
20-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
For the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mayfield. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got it. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up
on 2nd down. It's Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
10-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Austin Hooper.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And again, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Flush to his right. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Mayfield looks to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they hit. And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Malcolm Smith there for the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working from the gun. Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And now it's second down. Working out of the gun. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Will Redmond. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different.
It got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard.
Way to come up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. A fairly short kick from the 14. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Boston on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Now a dump off here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down.
Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Now Jones. And the Packers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
That's the score. Packers 7. Ravens
now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Flushed out right. He can run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
2nd and 6.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Raven first down.
From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards to pick up there. To throw again on second down. Jackson flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson will throw again. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's got Snead. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
20-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. A dump underneath to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
It's 2nd and 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Baltimore.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jackson going to run. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Complete.
Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
And a Raven first down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for Mark Andrews. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 29-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Another run here with Dobbins. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss. And Jackson going to run again. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 7. To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Point conversion.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Rodgers' pass intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 1.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score, Ravens 21, Packers 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And the Packers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Jackson to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Baltimore.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Dobbins. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 98 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
St. Brown brings up a third down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. From the gun, Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. Operating from the gun. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.